Perspicacity, Season 3, Episode 12, written wholly by Brian Fredwell McGregor. Episode 12, 1 Titanic Museum. Communications, any contact with the Martian base? Communications? No, none at all, Captain. Not since the meteor shower damaged the communications and signalling array. Communications now, Captain, is now only over a short limited distance. Understood. Continue on course, Officer 1. We are now just passing Titan, Captain. What a beautiful place. A bit cold, but never mind. Captain. A communications assistant holds their hands on their ears. It's unusual, but there's a distress signal coming from Titan in a sea within a massive crater of all places. How shall I reply, if at all, Captain? Reply with a standard acknowledgement. We really need to go and have a look to see if we can help. Yes, Captain. Set a course back there. Lay it in, the Captain says. Captain, there really is a signal. It's from the sea floor within that crater, believe it or not. Clearly at some point there's been an accident of sorts, and they require someone or anyone to help out. Yes, okay, Officer 1. Make an orbit around Titan, then we'll investigate immediately. As you will, Officer 1. Communications, any response to our last transmission in reply to their distress signal? No, none at all, Captain. It's just the same message repeating over and over. A picture of a blue flashing light almost echoes from the depths of a Titan sea within a crater. Okay, Captain, a stable stationary orbit surrounding Titan has been achieved. Okay, ready the Planetary Explorer, Discovery 1, and make sure the Sub-Rove 1 is in its bay. We are going to need it. Yes, Captain, it's already there in the bay, ready for deployment. We will continue our planned mission through the belt at a later date. Place us on autopilot, Officer 1. You both to the Explorer. Understood, Captain? They both reply. All three of us leave the main deck and head towards the Discovery 1, a planetary explorer. After several minutes of weaving through corridors, we enter the hangar deck, then enter Discovery 1 itself. Let's fire it up, Officer 1. Let's get down there. All checks performed, ready for deployment, Captain. Sure, let's go. Let's get down there. A picture of a small ship is seen leaving the bay of a large ship heading down towards an icy, frozen moon. A picture of this craft then appears landing next to a Titan crater and its apparent sea. Okay, Captain, that's us, full touchdown at the correct coordinates, next to the crater hole. This sea, for the want of a better word, is quite deep, and it's quite wide too, but it's not so deep we can't explore it. Okay, get the Sub-Rove 1 ready. From here, then all aboard for our little mission. But hopefully not a mission where we're out of our depth, literally. All three of us then leave the Discovery 1 main operations room for the small landing bay hangar deck where the Sub-Rove 1 is located. We then quite quickly walk along a short corridor towards the hangar bay itself. Then once inside the Sub-Rove 1, the captain then says, okay, remotely lower the exit door so we can begin this rescue. The back door then lowers with a hiss into the sea itself, with it slowly being submerged. Yeah, okay. Attention you both. Power on vents, fans. Proceed as you will, officer. Our partly submerged craft moves out of the bay into the deeper sea. Okay, Officer 1. Once we get a little deeper, remotely close the bay door of the Discovery 1. Confirmed. The bay door is now closing, Captain. Closing. Door closed. Completed. Fans fully on, Captain. fully venting, proceed as you will, Officer 1, towards the signal ship. Wherever and whatever it is, and whoever needs your help. It slowly darkens outside in the sea as we progressively sink deeper and deeper and deeper. After several minutes, Officer 1 then says, "There's a light below. It's blue and flashing, Captain. Is it in any sequence or pattern, Officer? Can you tell?" "No, Captain. It's just flashing on then off, then repeating. It's, as we assumed, a beacon transmitting. We are closing on its position or positions. It's huge." "And is there a docking port or entrance port of sorts? Can you see, Officer?" "Yes, Captain, there's a standard fit, a universal 3-point locking with what seems an entrance too. Perhaps an entrance with a bare hangar deck inside." "Approach with due caution, Officer." As we approach what appears a truly massive craft of sorts, its true size becomes apparent. It's almost like a little city, Captain. Patch it across through to my console. "Yes, it is indeed. It's clearly crashed here at some point. But we need to be careful. It's an unknown. There's lights around what appears an entry or exit bay door." "Sure, Officer 1. Still approach with due caution." "Communications. How is both our other ships above looking?" "All clear with no detections, Captain. If there's any survivors, we'll take them on board and drop them off at the Martian base on the way back after our mission completes. I mean, anyone or anything could be down here." "Approach that hangar bay, Officer 1, says the Captain. We are approaching, closing in on now. 10 seconds. 3, 2. Their exterior doors have opened, Captain. The bay must have filled up automatically and slowly as we approached." "Will I enter the bay now, Captain?" "Yes, Officer. Enter, then set us down, if it's at all possible." All three of us enter the bay area in the sub-row of 1, then the bay doors promptly close behind us and water starts draining out of this compartment. "This compartment is almost fully drained, Captain." "Yes, I see that. It will probably be a few more minutes." "How's the atmosphere and temperature looking, Officer?" "Looking good, Captain. Standard Earth atmosphere and pressure. A steady 20 degrees too." He then turns and looks at me and says, "Where are we, Captain?" I say, "Well, it's not an Earth ship for sure, but what on earth is it? Just where are we? Who is here? And what have we got ourselves into? That's the question." "The compartment's free of water, Captain." "Oh, okay. Let's go, crew. Step to it. We won't need any weapons of any sort. We are on a mission of peace." "Let's go, crew." All three of us then exit via the rear ramp door, which opens and lowers progressively, hissing as it touches down. "It's quite warm, Captain. Our craft seems to be on a conveyor belt of some description, too. It leads up to those 2 huge pressure doors, the Captain." Hello. No reply. "Let's try these small inner pressure doors." They hiss, strip water, then slowly open automatically. To the right now is a set of 2 huge pressure doors which our craft could fit through quite easily. And behind us is a set that we came through. There doesn't seem to be any way of opening these other larger doors. We can now see along a brightly lit corridor with lights emanating from above. Okay, let's go, crew. No time to waste. We're on a rescue mission, or meant to be. All three of us follow the corridor, going up it to the end, where a further 2 doors automatically hiss, then open up slowly. Hello. Oh, hello. The entire room is filled with small crafts like our sub-row of 1, but on podiums. And all around are dummies, or at least what appears to be various mixed forms of life, frozen in motion. Like they were running from something towards the corridor. Of all places, it's like they were running towards The very doors we were standing at, Captain. The captain says. Let's have a look around. There's 2 massive doors behind us on the right, and at the very end of this almost square storage depot area. As we wander around the various crafts, there is what appears alien life forms. They really do look quite realistic, to be honest. It looks like they're supported by metal poles attached to their backs. In front of each alien craft is a small placard with different writing. Same life forms, same symbols, and the craft next to them has quite similar characters too on the placard. Strange. At that point, the doors break their silence and hiss and closed and strangely clunk loudly, like they were locking. Right, get out, out! Let's get out of here, now, run! The captain yells. At that point, there is a loud whistling of warm air in all directions from a large amount of vents that sit above and around our feet. Let's get back to Sub-Row 1, right now, right now! And as we run back through the storage bay, we are finding our steps are getting slower and slower, almost like we are running through a progressively thickening jelly. But in fact, it is us that is slowing down. At this point we are heading towards the corridor doors, with us about to be re-entering them, between this apparent storage area with podiums, crafts and aliens. The 3 of us then dramatically slow to a crawl, barely moving towards the access doors at the corridor. We then start wheezing, grabbing our chests in slow motion. The picture then zooms to the back end of the corridor just inside, with their faces looking through the glass door panels in horror. There's then a further picture of 3 people frozen in motion. There were one standing next to a door. A loud hissing can still be heard, which dissipates progressively and slowly to a silence. There is now a close-up picture of multiple angles of what appears aliens' army boots, moving the preserved captain officer and communications assistant into poses with a pole inserted into each of their clothing. Supporting them, placards are then added to at their feet. A penultimate picture is shown of frozen alien and human life forms stopped in their tracks in motion, frozen for all time, perfectly preserved, so it seems, with their human craft, alien crafts, all in podiums, with humans and aliens surrounding their crafts. All the life forms are attached to poles with placards on the ground. There is then an outside view of this massive ship in a sea of sorts. The same beacon then lights up once again, starting to flash and transmit. A scrambled mixture of electronic sounds is heard within a picture of space, just space. Electronic sounds are then heard permeating through it. Roughly 10 years later, inside yet another passing ship near to Titan on a mission, a captain replies to his first officer. Captain, we have received a distress signal from Titan. Alter course towards Titan immediately. Yes, Captain. There is one of ours surrounding Titan already, Captain. It's in orbit and a meteor storm is approaching now too. Okay, crew, buckle up. It's going to get bumpy, real bumpy. I can feel it. I can just feel it. The end. Written wholly by Brian Fredworm McGregor.